DBS Plays. Welcome back, folks, to DBS Plays, where we are continuing Ty, the Tasmanian Tiger. This is actually the next day, but I forgot I had it on standby or whatever you call it. So, yeah. I was already there. So yeah, walk in the park.
Oh, smell that fresh rainforest air. See the cute wallabies. Surf the slippery water slide. Watch out for those leeches.
Oh, blimey. G'day, Ty. Anyway. So yeah, the zoomerangs. This level's very matching for my IRL situation right now, where it's raining outside, I think. Yeah, definitely raining outside right now. So it's just matching the theme. Let's see here. G'day, Ty.
G'day, Ty. Our good friend Shazza can get herself into a pickle sometimes. This time, her truck has broken down at the end of the forest road.
Yoo-hoo!
But if that isn't bad enough, I spotted some blue-tongue lizards nearby. Grrr. You reckon you can give her a hand? Shoot bet, I'm on my way.
Shoot it.
G'day, Ty.
Okay, same thing. Oh, same. Let's see here. I wonder if there's any... if I can just shoot it that far. The only thing is, it does take a little bit of a long time to come back to you. So I think it was like, okay, hold on. I think it was like, I know the Zoomerator, I think attack with Zoomerator, Zoomerangs, I mean, let's see. No, okay, no, you don't get anything for, for that. Collecting golden cogs. What's over this? Okay. Nothing over there. The thing this would be nice for most remasters is that, like, you don't really have to just completely... I mean, unless you lost the source code or something. That's part of the reason why, it's a big reason why, Crash and Spyro got ground-up remakes. Oh, well, ground-up faithful remakes of the first 3 games, plus Crash Team Racing, is because that's because apparently they lost the something about like they lost the source code or something, or they didn't have the source code, so they couldn't use it.
Here's some free advice. Certain enemies deflect your rangs with their thick skins, but are hopeless against those pearly whites of yours. So sometimes you have to bite the bad guy.
Just a bite. I think there's stuff down there somewhere that I'll eventually have to go to. I can't remember for sure. Yeah, I'm just kind of doing more, trying to do more biting right now to get that achievement. Let's see. I think it was like an interview or something with the people who made this game. When they were making it, trying to make it as Australian as possible, or just like extremely Australian or something like that. I think they succeeded. I mean, I've never been to Australia, so I can't really say for sure. But as far as I can tell, they succeeded. Frogs.
Listen, Ty, before you tackle this water slide, there are a few things you need to know. You can speed up and duck under the logs by pressing the bite button. And you can slow down by pulling back on the movement stick.
Well,
Listen, Ty.
let's see. Well, that's nice. I'm gonna slow down a bit whenever I come near these opals, these eggs. And of course, there's been a lot of times wherever I'd need to slow down and get these, and you know. So I was watching Duckman this morning. I remember I started watching a show like a few years ago. I knew of its existence, and I think I've seen it on like one or two videos talking about adult stuff and kids shows, and like, so I assumed at first it was a kids show. But it isn't. It's definitely not a kids show in the slightest. And here's another cutscene.
G'day, Cobber.
G'day, Ranger Ken.
I need a favour, mate. There's a flock of cave bats in there.
Cave bats?
It's nearly the wet season, and we need to move them out before the caves flood.
No worries.
There's a flock of cave bats in there. It's nearly the wet season, and we need to move them out before the caves flood.
No worries.
It was just like slightly different. It was like different camera angles. And slightly I loved how, I like how these frogs would just, you know, come in and they're like, yeah, we'll just float in the air. Who cares? Frog logic, I guess. Let's see here. A bunch of frogs. I like these 2D images of supposed to be like water. Let's see here. I think the bats may have been back there, now that I think about it. Alright, let's go to the bats then. There they are. Look at the zoomerangs here. Good bats. No, exit. Little rouges. Floating frogs.
On ya, mate. Here's something for your troubles.
Oh, you beauty!
A ripper! Anyway. Huh. I like that one's face. Alright, let's see. Let me go on down here, because I know there's like a room over, or a place over this way that I was about to go to earlier. So anyway, I was watching Duckman, and it's a very hilarious show, and it's like really funny how much it holds up. Because I mean, believe me, there's a lot of humor that like they'd say this is offensive these days, but like it's just funny because like what was I trying to say here? It like a lot of the humor in the show, honestly, it's stuff that you'd hear like in some of today's shows. Not the quote-unquote offensive humor, but like the, you know, there's a lot of jokes that like, you know, like it was surprising that it came out the time that it did, basically. Because that would be considered, some of it would be considered shocking humor in like the early 2000s, it feels like. Because that was still back at a time when The Simpsons was kind of considered shocking humor. So, yeah. Wait. I swear I saw a box. I swear! I saw a box. There it is. There we go. But, I mean, not that it's the most shocking type of humor, like, you know, it's not like, you know, but it's still, it's not a kid's show, basically, so don't be confused if you've never seen the show. It's definitely not a kid's show, and it's made by I keep forgetting how to say the name, but the people who made the original Rugrats show, and Calypsy or whatever. They made Rugrats and Wild Thornberries and Rocket Power and just All Real Monsters and all that stuff. Yeah, they were the ones, at least, who drew, or yeah, they were the ones, they were involved with Duckman. You can also tell with a lot of the voices too that it's like the same people, which is funny to think about. Let's see here. I'll come back there if I need to. Fireflies.
Good job on herding those bats, mate.
No problem, Ranger Ken.
Ranger. Ooh. And of course, this is one where you have to kind of backtrack. So it's one of those areas. Alright, just sliding, rolling around at the speed of sound. The places that go to follow the rainbow. Weather definitely making me tired. Ow. Silly. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I need to do that real quick. You know, it's a requirement. Yeah, I do that because I saved up like over 10,000 points at one point, and Xbox, like, you can actually get some pretty good deals. Because you can, like, I think for like 10,000 or 15,000 or something, you can get like $10 as store credit. Well, you know, Xbox, whatever, store credit. So that was nice, and I actually bought a game and had some, let's see, I had a little left over for other stuff, I think. Or at least it helped me buy something that was on discount. So that was really nice. Golden Gogs. Oh yeah, this challenge. Well, the character models are running at like 30 frames, I guess, and then the animations are running at that speed, but then the game itself, or you know, yeah, you saw. Well, I don't know if you'll see this at 60. You probably won't see this at 60 frames, unless I find a way, by some miracle, to do it on the program I use. Probably won't be seeing this at 60 frames. More than likely. Kill the enemies first. Oh goodness. I'm really glad, like, I've noticed this about a lot of, older games that use achievements and stuff, or, you know, like, old as in, like, okay, older use of achievements and trophies and stuff. They would, I think some of them would have you do stuff that, like, if you missed it, you'd have to start the game over. I'm glad that less and less games are doing that, as far as I know of, because it depends on the game, of course, but like, you know, a lot of game achievements or like re-releases of older games have had this thing where they only have achievements for stuff that you can go back and redo, like, easily without having to start a new game. And I like that. That's very convenient. And also, there's like less games that, like, unless they're online only, there's like less games that like require you to play online. Because, you know, back in the day they would have a lot of that. And wait. Stay right there. There we go. Oh yeah, that I was thinking that was an achievement, but I couldn't remember for sure. But anyway, so I was looking around, like, you know, you look at a lot of these older games that require you to like play online, despite the fact that you know, if once the servers go down, you can't get those achievements anymore, and there's a lot of games like that. Well, a lot of games these days don't really have that. I think they've kind of nailed down the achievement thing these days, like what all should be considered achievements, or what all should have achievements attached to them, and what all shouldn't, you know, what challenges. Watching out for boulders. Ah! Sorry, Sylvester. My cat just kind of moved his head. He's like, what the fudge, man? Bouncy boulders. And you notice they don't bounce once you get past that challenge. Shazza?
G'day, Shazza.
Oh, shivers! Oh, Ty, am I glad to see you. Would you mind keeping those blue tongues off me back while I fill up my watering bottle?
No worries.
Thanks, Possum.
I agreed to this?
Hit the boulders with your rang so they knock the blue tongues out of the way.
Okay, there's an achievement for doing this without missing a, you know, without missing a boulder. Okay, I'm gonna concentrate here.